You are drifting off to sleep, completely relaxed. Suddenly, your entire body panics. A violent adrenaline shock. Your heart is racing, gasping for air, but your bedroom is completely quiet. Nothing is there. Why did your brain just try to save your life? This sudden midnight panic is not a mistake. Your modern body feels completely broken. But 250,000 years ago, this panic was mandatory, back when sleeping in the dark meant certain death. An ancient defense mechanism, buried deep within your DNA. Ready to strike the moment you let your guard down. To understand why this prehistoric glitch still haunts us, we must look at the hidden architecture of human sleep and the silent threats that once ruled the night. You sit there shivering in the safety of your home, but your ancient biology is still wandering the dangerous wild. Back then, every bush hid a hungry predator. Early humans slept in groups, keeping campfires burning through the cold night. Survival required different sleep schedules, meaning someone was always awake to watch for danger. Sleep was naturally broken into multiple phases throughout the long dark. If you slept too deeply alone, you became a meal. Evolution favored those who could wake up at the slightest sound. Your brain had to perfectly balance resting with scanning for danger. A tiny mistake triggered a massive survival panic. As you relax, your pulse slows and your muscles start to loosen. But your ancient brainstem misinterprets this drop. It thinks you are falling from a high tree branch. Your modern mind is safe, but your primitive mind is terrified. To see why this alarm gets pulled, we must explore sleep architecture. Modern sleep science tells us that sleep is not a single, solid block. Millions of years ago, sleep was a fragile dance between deep slumber and constant watchfulness. Your brain must slowly shut down its conscious network to let sleep in. As your conscious mind slips away, a primitive security system in your brainstem remains active. It scans your body, watching for sudden failure. During this transition, your blood pressure and heart rate drop rapidly. To your primitive brainstem, this sudden slowing feels exactly like your body is dying. It pulls the emergency alarm. A massive surge of adrenaline is shot directly into your sleeping cardiovascular system. You wake up gasping, chest tight, convinced that a physical predator is standing right beside you. This ancient reflex saved you from dying in your sleep. In the prehistoric wild, sleeping too deeply meant certain death. Your ancestors had to maintain a high level of sensory monitoring, even while dreaming. A drop in oxygen triggered an instant wake-up call, a biological panic ensuring you stayed breathing. An alert through the dangerous prehistory night. Deep inside your brainstem, two chemical armies are fighting for control of your body. The sleep army uses soothing chemicals, slowly shutting down your active systems. But the wake center refuses to sleep. If your breathing slows too quickly, the wake center suspects a fatal threat. It orders an immediate counterstrike. A heavy dose of adrenaline is dumped into your bloodstream. Adrenaline is designed to give you super strength to fight off a predator. But you are just lying on a soft mattress. The energy has nowhere to go. This leaves you shaking, with a chest full of electric panic. Your heart rate instantly doubles, pumping blood to muscles that do not need it. Your lungs gasp for cold air. Your eyes snap open, searching the dark corners for any moving danger. Your brain is fully awake, but your limbs still feel heavy and frozen. This terrifying chemical imbalance is a direct legacy of the prehistoric night. Ancient hunters had to worry about massive beasts stalking them in the cold darkness. Saber-toothed cats, shadow predators, they owned the night. Your modern panic wake is actually a biological simulation of a predator leap, keeping you alive. If you woke up immediately, you could dodge the fatal bite. The ones who slept heavily did not pass on their genes. This means you are the descendant of the most anxious, most paranoid survivors in history. A legacy written in fear. Every midnight jolt is just that ancient sentinel system firing up. It scans for the rustle of grass or the breath of a beast. In the quiet of your bedroom, even a tiny shift in your breathing triggers it. It assumes the worst, always. It interprets safety as a trap and peace as an open ambush. so it forces you awake to face the invisible threat. But when you open your eyes, there is only silence and your own racing pulse. The threat has vanished, but the primal fear remains. This ancestral alarm is a deep biological glitch. A safe room is scanned as a battlefield. Your core physiology is caught in a loop. Signals cross paths in the dark. Your heart slows down too fast. This mimics the final breath of prey. The primal guard instantly fires the panic signal. A heavy freeze locks your limbs. This kept you perfectly silent in the wild, ready to run at the first snap. But your bedroom holds no beast. The massive surge of chemical power goes wasted, leaving you stranded in a pool of sweat. It is the heavy price of ancient survival. Your caveman ancestors refuse to let you sleep. Your bright smartphone screen shoots blue light straight into your eyes. This artificial glow tricks your primitive brainstem into thinking it is midday. Late coffee loads your system with caffeine. It blocks sleep signals, keeping your survival systems running. Constant digital notifications keep your nervous system in a state of high alert. A screen flash startles you. Your primal brain registers these phone sounds as a predator approaching. Stress hormones flood your quiet veins. Prehistoric camps were dark and quiet, allowing your chemistry to settle naturally. Today, you try to sleep with a red-line nervous system. Your conscious guard slowly begins to lower, but the wake center misinterprets your deep relaxation as a physical collapse. Your heart rate instantly skyrockets. This modern sensory mismatch leaves your ancient body completely exhausted. It is a constant battle to keep your biological clock in sync. Before the light bulb, our ancestors did not sleep in one block. They split their night into first sleep and second sleep, separated by a quiet midnight gap. This historical two-phase sleep pattern was completely normal for thousands of years. Historical records show that people woke up around midnight and used this time to think. This midnight window, known as the watch, was highly meditative and peaceful. They chatted, shared stories, or checked on the safety of the tribe, before falling back into a deep second sleep. Modern dark experiments prove that when you remove artificial lights, our bodies naturally return to this phase. Your brain chemistry is physically optimized for this midnight waking interval. Then came the Industrial Revolution, and everything changed. Factory shifts demanded that we compress sleep into a single solid block. The modern pressure to sleep perfectly for 8 hours actually creates intense sleep anxiety. When you find yourself wide awake at midnight, it is not a malfunction. Your body is just trying to starting its natural watch. This sudden midnight awakening is not a biological defect. It is the echo of your ancestors, keeping you safe in the cold dark. A fierce inner guard watching over your sleeping mind. This old covenant is written in your survival DNA. A protective shield born from ancestral love and care. Your ancestors slept with ears open, so you could sleep safe today. Their blood runs through you, keeping the ancient watch alive, carrying a sacred survival trust from a time of wild beasts, still monitoring the shadows long after the cave went silent. So when you snap awake tonight, thank your inner sentinel. Take a deep breath. You are completely safe in this room. Gently remind your primitive brain that the saber-toothed tigers are gone. And finally, let yourself drift back into the quiet darkness. Your body isn't broken. It's just remembering. Subscribe to the StoryGlyph, or your phone will vibrate for no reason.